Hi, I'm Sarah, the Peer Project Support Worker for Recovery College Calderdale. So this week I just want to talk a little bit about how I've been getting on. So this week it's not been the best week for me. I'm feeling, my mood's been quite up and down, probably say more down than up, and I've been feeling quite anxious. So I'm struggling a little bit with anxious thoughts, and I'm the sort of person who once I start feeling anxious, get those anxious thoughts, I find it very, very difficult to switch them off. And they can take over, can't concentrate or focus on anything than my anxious thoughts. So that's where I've been this week, and just generally feeling quite low, just not great. And I think when you have a mental health problem sometimes sort of depressive feelings, they can just creep in a little bit without there being a reason. So for me, as you know, or if you've just started watching my vlogs, for me the one thing that helps me to deal with low mood and particularly anxious thoughts is exercising. So I set myself a goal to get back to doing my online videos. Wanted to do those on Sunday. Sunday came and it was just a really bad day. I was not feeling great at all. And I think when you're feeling down, it's so exhausting. So I was feeling down, not feeling motivated, and feeling just exhausted, like emotionally exhausted. So I really, really tried to push myself to do my exercises. I put my workout clothes on. I even brought my trainers downstairs to put on, but just couldn't, when it came to it, I just couldn't get the motivation to do it. So a bit disappointing. So I beat myself up a little bit as well, which is not ideal either when you're feeling low. So Monday, new week, and I managed to do my 30-minute video, really, really pushed myself, but I did it and I was really pleased. I felt loads better. Tuesday I woke up and my neck was a bit sore, which it can be, especially if I've not done an exercise for a while or but not being as active. So my neck was really stiff. In some levels I do think I probably use it as a bit of an excuse not to do any exercise. Having said that though, pushed myself to go for a walk. It wasn't a long walk, just a short walk, and I felt better for it. Yesterday, not feeling great again, up and down, motivation wasn't there. I managed to do 20 minutes on my exercise bike, which, you know, it's not as much as I normally do. It's not as much as I would like to have done, but I did it, and, you know, it was an achievement for me this week. It really is. Just doing a bit of exercise this week is an achievement for me. So I've got to, I suppose, be proud of myself for that and not sort of think, oh, you only did this and you only did that. Not see it like this. It's I did this and I did that. So I think, yeah, it's just sort of thinking that we all have ups and downs and we can't all feel brilliant and motivated and, you know, all the time. We're going to feel down sometimes, we're going to feel anxious sometimes, and our motivation is not always going to be there, and that's certainly how I've been. Moving forward, I think I had my 2 weeks off, 2 weeks off on annual leave, and then I got out of the habit, my usual routine of exercising after work. So I think now I perhaps need to get that structure back, get that routine back where I'm doing my exercising at a specific time of day, just to try and get back into the routine. It's especially important for me that I get that back if I'm not feeling great. One thing I noticed when I started exercising and when I started going to the gym when I was really ill was that it gave me a lot of resilience and a lot of strength, mental strength, which is quite difficult to explain. I'll give it a go. So my body was getting stronger and healthier, but I think, like I was saying before, when I get anxious thoughts, when I'm feeling down, it takes over. There's no room in my head for anything else. I really struggle to do anything or think about anything. It just totally takes over my life. Whereas I find when I'm exercising, it breaks that cycle. It just gives that it breaks that in my mind. So it enables me to sort of burn off the anxious energy that I'm feeling, like the anxious thinking energy, and just gives me a bit of calmness. And I don't think people really think about exercise being calming, but for me it really is, not obviously at the time, but afterwards I feel much calmer and much more relaxed. And I think it's because I've had that mental break, it's giving me a bit of space to break the cycle and calm those, settle those anxious thoughts and feelings down. It sort of gives my brain almost space to deal with other things, so to have the energy and the strength to be able to rationally think about things and deal with things in sort of a, you know, cope with things a little bit better, because my brain's got that room. So I hope that makes sense. So to everyone, my main message today is just that, like I was saying, our motivation's going to be up and down. We can't feel great all the time. Just because we're not feeling great doesn't necessarily mean that we're ill or we're getting ill. It just means that we're just having a bad day or a bad week, and that there are things we can do about it. And, you know, sometimes, yeah, it's a struggle, but even if, you know, you just manage to do a little bit and to just, you know, just do something, it's always better than nothing. I think that's very much been my message throughout, that do something, just try and do something. And I, you know, I repeatedly say, even if it's just walking around your house, or even if it's just walking around your garden, going for a walk, but it is important and it does help, and that's where it starts, and that's where it started in me, and that's where it'll hopefully build. So just a reminder that you can join my active surgery if you want some support with getting active. So they run on a Wednesday and a Thursday afternoon, and I will put the email address in the description of the video at the bottom. So thank you, bye.